Hey guys, JH, welcome to practice tee, and as usual, it's just a wind tunnel and the rain's out there. Guys, just a quick one. I'm over here in the cow paddock, which is not really conducive for what I want to do a video on today, but it's the motion and the process rather than the conditions. Okay, channel lock pitching around the green and chipping just around the green. Now if you want really precise precision type results with your pitching and your chipping, which you should want around the green, you really have to have one thing that's really constant in your action, and that is you must eliminate motion and movement laterally or up and down. So what I found with the channel lock protocol generally, the general channel lock protocol that I've got now, where I've got lots of preset, pre-turn, and my feet really angled to the trail side now, is a fantastic addition to chipping and to pitching around the green, where you want really good results and precision type results. Why is it so good? It's because it's eliminating, the damaging effect of movement, guys. Normal pitching, if you get any rocking action or any ups and downs or dipsy doodles, it's going to affect your striking dramatically, absolutely dramatically. And I think I'm going to get dramatically rained on here in a minute. So guys, what it basically is for me, it's back foot position, but then I turn that trail foot out and I turn that lead foot in, and I pre-cock and I get close to the ball. A lot of pre-cock, trail arm in here, and those feet there, and then I just hit against all that resistance. That's what I do. I just hit against the resistance, the wall that is formed. I just hit against that wall. That's all I'm doing. Back foot ball position, flare that foot, turn this one in, get really close to the ball. Gunslinger here, lots of preset. 5 o'clock nose. And we've got this little blocking action here, guys. See that there? Here. What we call half an arm pitching. If you can maintain that half an arm, that little position here with the pitching, the face of the club will stay on line and there won't be any over release in it at all. We don't want a pitch shot that's like that. That's what we call a half an arm pitching. You have to maintain that position. So here we are, trail foot, get very close to it, gunslinger. You'll know when you're close to the ball, guys, when you've got the gunslinger here and you don't have to stretch for the ball. If you can have the gunslinger position here with your pitching on top of the ball, you know you're in the right place. If you get in here with the gunslinger, and you've got to go out there, you've detached straight away. So you've killed all the basic structure setup. Probably 50 Ks here right now, guys. I hope it doesn't blow that camera over. So down the line, guys, it looks like this. We get into position here. Trail foot, gunslinger, get right on top of the ball. Flare that foot, turn that foot in. Preset that shoulder, 5 o'clock nose. And look at this, guys. See this here? All this is still formed here. What does it feel like? It feels like a shove. Feels like I'm just shoving the ball. Now if in that shove, the shove coming from the trail hand, if you can incorporate in that, or as an addition to the shove, a pull from the lead hand, you'll have amazing stability in the club face. And the club face will not want to open or close, guys. I promise you won't want to do any of that. Because it's like a clamping device. We've got to push here and we've got to pull there. And we don't want a lot of post-impact release on the shot on a little pitch shot. We're only carrying it onto the green, 25 yards or something like that. So we get the trail foot. Well, we're gunslinger first. Get right on top of the ball so you're not stretching for it. Turn the trail foot out. Turn the lead foot in. Pre-turn. 5 o'clock nose. And look at this. Now that comes about because there's a lot of pull there, guys. I'm actually pulling it like this. But the secret is to really get on top of the golf ball. Because if you're away from it, you're going to invoke arc in the swing. Now the more arc that you invoke in the golf swing on a little shot like this, the more the club will just move offline. Effectively, we want the club doing as much of that as possible. But in this case, it's that. But it's there. It's not arcing. It's not going sideways. It's very much. It's absolutely channel lock protocol. It's in the channel all the time. Sit into that trail leg, guys. Here, turn that out, turn that in. Preset, gunslinger. And it's the same with a little shot, guys. If we just want to hit a little chip onto the green. Now it's really hard to hit little crisp shots off these lies here because it's 3 inches deep. But the same thing. Just get here. Gunslinger, get right on top of it. Here. Turn the trail foot, turn the lead foot in. Here. And just pull it, guys. Just pull. See how square that blade is now? That is spooning. You get away with spooning on a little shot. You get away with spooning on a little shot. You won't get away with spooning with channel lock set up because you're into out on a long shot because there's velocity on it and the ball will go right. We'll just keep going in that channel there. But with a full shot, we release the golf club, of course. But we don't want you don't have to release the club, over-release the golf club on a little chip shot. Just don't have to do that. You just don't have to do that. Now, how far would you use this shot? I'd only use this type of, for probably anywhere from around the green, off the green, 5 or 10 yards off the green. Even on the fringe, guys, you can use it. Tomorrow, if the weather finds up, I'll go down onto the putting green and I'll hit some from around the fringe. But this is basically off the green where you've got to come maybe over something onto the green or just loft the ball a little bit to get it over some rough. Anyway, I could be 20 yards from the green here. I could be 10 or 15. If I'm only 5 and I've just got to go over, clearly I'd be using more loft on the shot, pulling harder so that the ball would elevate itself clearly quicker. See, that's a very high shot, and here I am. So guys, it's almost like a little pullback. It's like here. None of this. We don't want any full extension. We just don't need any of that. We want to get as close to the ball as we possibly can, and we want to stay in that lockdown position. Now, the thing that makes it really straight is the close down of the shoulders and the hips, because when they're all locked down and closed down, I promise you the club really goes. It's going diagonally as it will in a normal channel lock swing, but it goes incredibly straight in that channel because it's only a little swing and there's not a lot of velocity to start turning the shoulders or the hips to get the club offline. So you can really hit it with precision. I mean, there's a couple of balls out there only 3 feet apart. I could land the ball in that little circle there from here because it's so precise. Turn it here. Gunslinger, right on top of it, here. See this, guys? It's like that. Call it half an arm. Come through. Okay, we've got a full radius when we hit the ball because the trail arm clearly is straightening as we hit it. But after we've gone through, we just feel like we're going to pull this lead arm up and keep that lead shoulder closed. It's here. That's what it feels like. And if you do that as a practice drill, get there, take the club back here and just pull it through pull it through with that lead arm. You want chicken wing in this shot, guys. You want as much chicken wing as you can, because that structure then shows this complete integrity situation of that lead block side. You want the chicken wing there in that little pitch shot there. And if you just do that yourself, you'll see how amazingly online the ball stays. Here's a whole swarm of Australian cockatoos. There's hundreds of them coming across here. These birds in California sell for about $30,000 each, and in Australia they're just a pest. They just eat all your woodwork around your house. There's thousands of them. It's about a $100,000 fine if you try and smuggle them out of the country, and they're just pests. Okay guys, here we go. Here, get right on top of it. Gunslinger here. Pull with that lead arm. Okay, we'll just hit a little slightly longer one. Here, turn it out. I mean, they're just, I mean, you don't look for ball striking on pitch shots, but I promise you, they are ball strikes on a pitch shot. They just feel like that. They really are. Turn that, turn that. Here, gunslinger. When I used to do some stuff with Martinez, we had a thing in Martinez's move, in his most powerful move in golf, and we called it Captain Hookback in a full swing, and it was, we would hit the shot like that. Called it Captain Hookback, where we used to pull the club back. They were on little full, you know, aggressive little shots. Well, these are abbreviated versions of the old Captain Hookback. Now, you don't have to have that if you don't want it. If you just want to have standard channel lock, go here. That's what it is, guys. It's here. But that blade will be so straight. Okay, it's going to take a while to get that in, because that is foreign. Wow, that's so foreign to normal pitching and chipping. You know, normal pitching and chipping is always lots of hand and whip and all sorts of things. Here, we're really locked down. Here, we're going to pull. And I say, guys, you can use it anywhere from 10 yards around the green to 40 yards. Just hit a slightly longer one. That's carried about 40 yards. Just comes down. But you can hear how crisp the hit is. It's because it's coming through like this, guys. There's no clamping, there's no roll down, you know, there's no trapping or anything like that. It's just this. It's just a clip shot. It's gone exactly the same distance. Okay, guys, just something on that, on chipping and pitching. But okay, just let's revise. Okay, it's back foot, gunslinger, really close. Now you'll know that you're close enough to the ball when you don't have to stretch for it at all. If you can be here and move into the ball and place it there and not have to make any adjustments, from then on you know you're close enough. But you don't want to be in here with the gunslinger and then push it out to there, because A, you've disconnected straight away, and the further you go out like that, the more the club will go sideways as opposed to rearwards. So here we are, gunslinger in here, turn that trail foot out, turn the lead foot out, lead shoulder blocked, and here. That's the action there. See that, guys? It's a cultivated or a cultured chicken wing. We want that chicken wing. We want that. It's a shove with the trail hand and it's a pull with the lead hand. But this is up and that formation's there. And with that, guys, you just got to hit it straight. I'll hit a full shot. Most I'd probably want to hit this probably 50 yards. Turn that out. Gunslinger, here. It's about 55. But just perfect contact and good. Okay guys, it's going to rain, so I'll quit it here. But that's just something to look at. Give me some feedback and I'll do something a little bit more in depth. I just wanted to do more in depth, but the rain's coming in.